Look like my skin dry. Jeez. Because if I, okay. All right, all right. I want that to show up different though. Why I can't get it to show up different? Okay, wait, let me stop that. Hey. Hey, y'all. I'm trying to get my screen to show up different. Hey, y'all. Got them flipped around. Wait a minute. Let me make sure I'm doing this right. Hey. How y'all been? How y'all been? How y'all been? Hey. We're gonna get us a reading. I'm trying to get my screen right on my other phone, y'all. I'm sorry, I ain't focused right now. How y'all been? I missed y'all. We finna tap in and see what the latest is. We finna tap in and see. It's been a lot going on though, like with people trying to balance their emotions is what it feel like. You know, I always, like I said, I aim when I come on, I say for Pisces, but we dealing with the house of like self-undoing, your spirituality, different things that you are able to more so fix yourself. It'd be like it got a lot to do with choices. You know how when you begin to make a decision or different things like that, like you can feel in the inside, you know, like more so your motive. Because you know when you pissed off how you choose to move, you know, like, yeah. Absolutely. You still water, love. It's like when I came on with my last live, I was explaining that everybody has Pisces in their natal chart. So no matter what zodiac sign you are, hey, no matter what zodiac sign you are, like you're still going to be able to resonate with different things on different levels. You don't necessarily have to be a Pisces whenever you tune into a Pisces reading or anything like that. It's like Pisces still govern a house in your natal chart. Every zodiac sign governs a house in your natal chart. You know, your natal chart is like a wheel. It's a circle, and it has all 12 zodiac signs in it. Some people even got them where they incorporate the 13th sign, you know. So it's kind of like, I guess if you just understand where it is that you're viewing it from. You know, you can watch a Gemini's reading and it's like you still have a third house. Like, so you still have a certain way of communicating and learning and different things like that. Like you would be able to resonate on different levels. So I guess you kind of can say that. But we gonna see what the main energy is. We had somebody in despair though when I shuffled my other deck in the bottom. Like somebody is really anxious. And I don't feel like it's you. I kind of feel like it's somebody outside of you. But again, this is tarot. We're talking on energy. So you will know if it is you. But it's more so like an anxious energy. And we got sacrifice in the reverse. You know what I mean? So with that sacrifice in the reverse, I feel like 8 of books on the bottom. Somebody is more so stuck in their mind about how they were not able to more so sacrifice your peace. Like sacrifice the way that you felt about a situation. It's like somebody was more so trying to put you in a position where they guided you to feel however it was that they were feeling about a situation. You know, they really didn't want you to have no input. Like they wanted you to just be quiet, you know, and chill off to the side and just let them more so dictate what was right and wrong in the situation. And you did not allow them to do that. So they stuck in their mind about that. Again, I really feel like people are still dealing with you like on the old paradigm. They dealing with you like dealing with you on a manner like you have not grown when you clearly have grown. Like you never stopped growing. It's weird because it's like these people can't comprehend because you was growing the whole time that they knew you. You've been growing since they met you. I feel like you may have been a lot more quieter or something like that, though. Like, you used to let people get away with a lot more than what you're allowing right now. And with this 8 of books energy, right? Because it still came out, even with me shuffling them. This person being more so stuck in their head by the different things that they know. And I feel like it has a lot to do with different actions, too. Like somebody is more so bound to the actions that they have taken towards you. I feel like for a lot of y'all, like a lot have changed. It may have even been either over a matter of the past 8 years, right? Or even within this year. Because, you know, in numerology, like this is the number 8 year. And it deals with karma. It deals with cycles. It deals with different things like that. You clearly got some people who chose to grow within this cycle right now, and you got others who tried to continue to do things the same old way. And it's like you began to notice. Yeah, you begin to notice, I'm telling you, you begin to notice the faulty movements with people, like their real intentions. Like regardless of what they say, you know what I mean? There's something about the way either a particular person, and I'm really feeling like it's one specific person, but also still a group of people. It's like the way that you showed yourself to them in the way that they showed themselves to you. You know what I mean? They puzzled by the way that you've changed. And again, for a lot of y'all, it was within a matter of overnight. It's like you just woke up one day and I don't know, you just decided, to put it in layman's terms, it's like a choose you. Regardless of the situation, regardless of the position, like regardless of what you had to sacrifice. When it comes to relationships, you was done holding on to things, you know, like fighting for a position to be anywhere. In people's lives, in jobs, in a family, hey, in anything. I promise you. Yeah, with them awakenings be like that, I promise you. But you also got to know that that's why people view you the way that they view you, because it's like you always seem to get yourself up out of jams. Like, how are you constantly finding a way, you know what I mean, to get up out of this corner when they try to put your back against the wall? And it's because you equip different. I already said that to y'all too. That's what they mean when they say, you know, the toughest battles being given to the strongest soldiers. You clearly one of the strongest soldiers. Because even if you get tired, no matter how things seem to you, you still manage to show up for battle like you ain't never laying down. You ain't never laying down. And this person is stuck in their head about that. And just like I said, they don't watch you move. They watch you progress. They already know how you get down. And they still chose to see. What it was is you had a certain level of emotion for certain people. Therefore, you were letting them get away with more than what you should have. That's why they're beginning to notice now that you're not letting them get away with the same old things that they was, because they still doing the same old things. But you have a new mind now. Your thinking is different. You choosing your peace. You don't care who it is. You ain't sacrificing nobody. You actually allowing people to sacrifice themselves because they showing you exactly who they is. And you just getting them on out the way. You're no longer trying to prove yourself to anybody. Like I said again, you ain't fighting for no position when you're the head coach. You're the owner of the team. You know what I mean? Your position is completely different. How you gonna fight for a position on something that belongs to you? That's that switch that was flipped. You realize where you at. You realize your position. You realize what made you different. Finally. Because a lot of y'all got a certain type of way of thinking and a certain type of way of moving, and it's not what the other people are used to. Therefore, you knew that you was different, but you didn't know exactly what made you different. You just knew that it was something about you where you couldn't really click with people. You really didn't get along with the crowds. It was certain things that you couldn't do for too long. You know what I mean? Like you wasn't willing to dedicate your energy to hell, people, places, and things. Even objects, I promise you. So again, that's why I say I feel the need to say I don't understand why this person is so confused by you standing up for yourself, because they ain't never seen you in a weak state. They ain't never seen you lay down, no matter what you was presented with. You have always been one of the toughest soldiers. But I'm telling you, it's something with them emotions. Like this person thought that they had some type of home court advantage over you because of the way that you felt in the situation. Because these are people, and it's weird because they knew what they was doing, right? They knew that they had been they knew that you was letting stuff slide for the sake of who they was, but then they tried to overdo it. It's like they put themselves in a position where they almost thought that it was automatic. You was automatically gonna let it slide. And it's like, yeah, no, you know. You addressing things that you ain't never addressed before. It's almost like you fixed yourself in the mind state where, yeah, they got away with it the first time, but if they come back with it again, it ain't going to be the same results. Your response is going to be different. You're going to respond this time how you should have responded the first time. Like, for real. Hey. And we got this 10 of Pentacles out here. This 10 of Pentacles is going to speak of ultimate stability, right? The foundation of things, like generational wealth, you know, your real worth, like where you come from, the building from the bottom to the top. And see, this person is stuck in their mind because you helped them level up. Whether they want to admit it or not, like, because for a lot of y'all, when y'all had this person in your space or these people in your space, they tried to treat you as if you were average. They tried to treat you as if they would come across another you anywhere, just walking down the street, at the corner store, at the gas station. You know what I mean? But ultimately, they tried to do that in order to keep you in a position where you would feel that way. And they needed you to feel that way so that it's almost like they could feel like they was helping you, but it's really like siphoning your energy, that spirit talk. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying, but it more so means like a person taking what you give them and then presenting it like it's them. Like kind of how you can make a suggestion to somebody and then they turn around and have a conversation with somebody else like they came up with this idea. I decided to do this and that and the other. Like you didn't just have that conversation to tell them, you know, you should do this or you should try that. Like people would do that. Like seriously, like playing your face. Like for real. And with this 2 of Books, it speaks of more so a decision having to be made. Somebody had to make a choice in the situation to either pick the left Twix or the right Twix. And it's really seeming like they didn't pick the right Twix, if there is a right Twix, because the sacrifice came out in the reverse off top, which means that they did not get what they want. Whatever it was that they was trying to do, they were unsuccessful with it. They now stuck in their head about it. They now feel isolated about it. It didn't work because you wasn't going. Like I said, with this 10 of Pentacles, you come from something real stable. You come from growth. You come from prosperity. You come from respect. You come from morals. What they say, blessed and highly favored, baby, you covered. You covered on a completely different level. And what it is people will see your light. They'll see the different things that you're able to do. And they'll get next to you and they'll get caught up in it. It's like, for you, this shit is easy. And it's easy because you can do it with your eyes closed. You ain't got to work hard at none of this. This is your prepping. It's your foundation. It's where you came from. It's things that you learned as a kid. All along, the different gifts and whatnot that you have access to, it's things that you knew that you could do all along. You just didn't know what you was doing. Via read people. Read somebody all the way down. Tell them where they can go. Tell them why they here. It's like y'all do stuff like that. That's why a lot of y'all ain't got many friends and stuff like that, because you already see a person's motive through the door. And you're not allowing certain access to you. You're no longer allowing people to use you. You're no longer allowing people to overstep your boundaries. And it's like you doing it more clearly because first you're setting boundaries. At first you ain't even had no boundaries set. You was letting people just come in your house and do whatever it is they want to, walk through with their shoes on, their work shoes on at that. And now you more so tapping on shoulders like, hey, I'm going to need you to take your shoes off. Or I'm going to need you to do this. I'm going to need you to do that. You being more vocal about what you need from people. You ain't letting them run the show no more. Because when you tried to allow them some type of dictatorship or some type of control in the situation, they didn't know what to do with it. They felt like they could overpower you. And they got things sadly mistaken. They forgot that it was your show. Yeah. Hey, I'm telling you, you can see it from a mile away. Hey, with the Scorpio, Scorpios deal with its cycles as well. Scorpio deals with the 8th house in your natal chart. That deals with death and regeneration, which speaks of the beginning and ending of cycles. So Scorpio will be the first one too to break camp on. They'll get about that jam too. Because Scorpio don't like rules, no way. Scorpios don't like being restricted. Scorpios are true. I love me some Scorpios, though, for real. Yes. Endings and beginnings. But yeah, this person found themselves in a position where now they got to think. They got to think of everything that you actually brought to the table. It wasn't just good looks. Your eyes wasn't just beautiful. Your body wasn't just nice. And that goes for masculine or feminine. Your pockets wasn't just nice. It's like this person is now realizing that you brought things to the table that were like non-tangible, like things that you can't touch, things that ain't solid. You know what I mean? You brought personality. You actually brought love. You brought understanding. You brought communication. You brought the finance. It's like you came on so many different levels. You know what I mean? So many different levels. And this person had got used to you willingly taking the short end of the stick, that they forgot that you had a choice is what it was. They forgot you had a choice. And I feel like for a second you may have even forgotten that you had a choice. But then all of a sudden you remembered. All of a sudden you remembered. I don't even know why I just shuffled that deck again and cut it like that. We got to get 2 more cards for the main energy out here. You got 6 of Pentacles. And the 6 of Pentacles is going to speak of somebody being in a partnership with you. Again, of equal give and take. Look at them hands. One hand, it might look human to you if you look closer. It look like a rock. One hand ain't got no life in it. The other hand is straight green. Understand that you that hand that's green with the little charm hanging from it. Baby, you ain't shorting like at no aspect. Again, it's like somebody being beautiful and having brains. You have both. You have both. And for some of y'all, I feel like, understand that even though you exist on this spirituality plane the way that you do, you're still human. So a person will view you and they'll admire you for different things, not knowing that you still pick yourself apart. It's things that you still don't like about yourself. It's things that you still working on accepting with yourself. And the whole time they in the background hating, and it's like you don't even know me. You really don't know me. Like these people really don't know you. They ain't never took the time to try and know you because they viewed you and they decided to handle you with the perception that they took of you. Like for real. So with that 6 of Pentacles energy, it's like this person had to make a choice on this stability. Make a choice on this 10 of Pentacles. Make a choice on this 6 of Pentacles that's working with you. Actually trying to be in some type of co-partnership. I don't even know if that's a word, but it's like cooperate to a certain degree. You was a lifeline for these people. And what I mean by a lifeline, it's like the type of light that you brought to the situation, the type of energy that you brought into a situation, the type of advice that you would give. These people didn't have nobody else around them like you. A golden duck. They didn't have nobody like you. And see, the thing with this is these people got so envious that they wanted to actually be you. They seen the value in you so much and admired it so much that they wanted to take that on. And again, I'm telling you, this is masculine and feminine energy. This energy has not defined itself yet. It's just giving me the energy. So there's both of y'all, which means that for some of you masculine energies, you got homeboys that straight B.I. itches. And they feel a certain type of way about how hard you work. They feel a certain type of way about the fact that you don't get tired. They feel a certain type of way about the female that you with. Like hating on your relationship if you able to love at all because they feel like they loving them and leaving them. And you got something that's steady. You got in-house. They feel a certain type of way. Like it's 2 different stories. It's 2 different sides. 2 different things playing out. Like I'm serious. I'm serious, y'all. Like I'm not playing. It's both energies out here. It's choices that had to be made in a situation. A person could have chosen to grow because you were extending the help to them, which means that they had access to you. But it's really feeling like they had took the access for granted. Yeah. It was a lot of judgment that took place because it's like I understand everybody come from different places. It's like tribes. Everybody wasn't mixing and mingling. Everybody don't belong with each other. I was just having a conversation like this with my friend. What it is everybody done forgot who they is. They done forgot their purpose. They done forgot where they came from. So they meeting up with the enemies. They trying to click up with people that don't belong with people. And that's why they say to know thyself. To know thyself is real important. When you know where you come from, can't nobody do nothing with you. Because you already know what you're working with. You know how to maneuver. But you got to also, like, It's just so simple as you being aware that you are in the battle. But these people had a choice. With this King of Books energy in the upright, I'm telling you, they had a choice. And you ain't never presented yourself in a flawed way. You were straight loyal to these people, like I said. And with this void, stop playing with me. They didn't show up how they were supposed to show up. This ain't got nothing to do with you. The only thing that this has to do with you is you showing up so freaking awesome. They felt a certain type of way about it. They felt a certain type of way about you putting it in their face, is what it is. And the thing is, you put it in their face without even intentionally putting it in their face. Because all you did was just live your regular life. All you did was just have morals. All you did was have respect. All you did was communicate. All you did was love. You didn't do nothing special but be a decent human. And they felt a certain type of way about it. They felt like you was too good because you wouldn't do nothing bad. If that makes sense. You know how you have people where they more so get with different friend groups and different people and they side on their morals or their self-respect, do different things like that. You wasn't one of them people. You wasn't folding. How you felt was how you felt. And you didn't care if that meant that you had to stand in the middle of the room by yourself. Baby, you was going to do it. You was going to do it. And it wasn't just to prove no point either. It was about the respect. It was about the morals. It was about the situation. I just feel like the way that you did it back then, right? You did it in a different type of manner. Like a different type of way. Because it's like your stance is a lot firmer now. Because I get that you have always been an upfront person, but then I still get like a counteracting energy like you wasn't always upfront. Like it was certain situations when you know that you should have spoken up and you did not. You let things slide. But it's like no more. You ain't letting nothing slide. Yeah, you ain't letting nothing slide. I feel like it was a situation of learning about submission for some of y'all. It's like it's okay to submit, but you can't submit to anything. You know how they say stand for something or fall for anything it's that type of energy. You know? And you realize that you necessarily wasn't standing as firm as you should have been standing and you decided to step. I'm telling you, put your hiking boots on, baby. You no longer was playing. And I feel like it has a lot to do with a specific situation for a lot of y'all. It's like somebody pulled like an ultimate betrayal. Somebody like tried you like to the 25th power. Like when he asked him, have you ever seen a wolf? It's like somebody, yeah, they tried it. And you was like, you know what? That's it. That's it. I don't care if I have to be alone. I don't care if I have to do this. I don't care if I have to not have that. Like you did not care. And that's something that somebody was not expecting. But again, as I told you, I don't understand why they was not expecting that when they needed to realize that you was carrying this whole situation on your back effortlessly. A lot of y'all without even knowing. You wasn't showing up no specific kind of way for nobody because you wanted them to feel a certain type of way. You were showing up how you wanted to show up because that's how your heart was set up. That's how you wanted to set up, you know what I mean, to show up. I mean, it wasn't no reasoning behind it. You didn't have no ulterior motives. However it was that you came, you made it known how you was coming. And when you didn't want to come, you simply let them know you wasn't showing up or didn't show up altogether. All I'm saying is that it wasn't no faking, it wasn't no flogging with this. Like you did not play with these people or this person. So I don't know why they thought that you was play-wittable. If that's even a word, if it's not, shit, we finna make it one a day. I don't understand why they thought that you was play-wittable. Because you're not. You ain't never gave them that type of energy. That's how I know that these people had to target you in a specific type of way. It's like these people targeted you in places where, because they knew you so good, they knew it was certain parts of you that you needed to heal. So it's kind of like old wounds, childhood wounds, different things that you've been through that played on your heartstrings that you might have brushed, or, you know what I mean, however it go. But see, it's something with y'all. Like, again, like I said, these people don't know y'all. They don't know where you come from, because it's like your healing capabilities. It's something like with you being a healer. Like, it's like the way that you regenerate. That Scorpio energy that she just was talking about. It's like things for you don't last as long as it might for the average person. Things that weigh heavy on the average person, you somehow have a way of maneuvering yourself up out of it, or finding understanding with it. It's like you don't throw yourself a pity party. You are not one to take the victim mentality. You don't play that. You don't play nobody's victim. And again, that's masculine and feminine energy for the both of y'all. And for some of y'all, you got a feminine energy where it's a masculine that feels a certain type of way like that because he feel like your ass too manly, because you go too hard. They ain't never met no female like you that got go like that got drive like that. He don't like that. He feel like you got a place that you supposed to be in. You need to chill out a little bit, but you ain't got no chill. You don't know how to chill out. So again, you separated yourself. Hey, on King the Man, it's a rapper called King the Man. She had mentioned in one of her songs, she was like, you could have danced with a star, now you gotta dance with the devil. It's like that's kind of like the type of situation that this person went. Like, they already knew that you was the $1 million plan. Again, you effortlessly come up with ideas. You got 1,000 hustles. Like, it's something about you where it's like everything make you special, even the little things. And you're even more special because you don't harp on it. Like, you're not arrogant. You ain't got your nose in the air. You still so humble while at the same time being so, like, growthful, being so abundant. Like, help anybody. Hey, but with this void, and you even got, again, you got void and you got sins and ancestors down here, right? Hey, Raquel, when you say money, right, understand that your abundance is not always going to be money. Thinking on that mundane level like that, that's like what these people doing. That's why they getting their asses handed to them right now. You know and understand that your abundance is simply coming from, sometimes you might wake up and not even know where your next meal coming from, but somehow you still get fed that day. Sometimes you might only have the gas that you need to get to work, or however it goes. It's like you've always been placed in positions where your back was against the wall and you got up out of it. Clearly, like you're here talking to me right now. So it's like you've always gotten about that jam. You might not notice that you see your abundance because you're looking through the wrong eyes. But definitely abundant, definitely growthful. I bet you if somebody put you up in that corner, baby, you know how to get up out that corner. Bet you don't stay in that corner for long. Bet you don't let nobody control your emotions too much. If you in a situation and you feel like you don't want to deal with it, you move around from it. You don't wait on people to dismiss themselves. You excuse yourself from the situation. Definitely abundant. Very. Through the roof. Yes, but you have to know that. That's going to take faith. Believing in something that you cannot always see. That's faith. But you know it's working for you. Yeah. Absolutely. But your wisdom in the way that you know how to maneuver through different things is what's going to help dictate that. It's like it takes a lot into it. Some people understand that what they have going on, like, yeah, it's written, you know what I mean? But they feel like that's too much. They can't take that. via why you got a lot of different other things. People choose to deal with things different ways. Like, for real. But yeah, you can't just look specifically for the money. We can't go right for it like that. Because then I even get the feel if we could view it for the money, we could view it for all the money that you done like fucked up. Pardon my French. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of y'all didn't have money times over. Like, money on top of money on top of money. You just ain't got no money management skills. Therefore, as quickly as you get it, it goes through your hand. You don't quite know where to place it. Like, you don't know how to make your money work for it. Therefore, it seems like you're on that number 8, that endless cycle. You know what I mean? But it's like it happens. It happens. That comes along with that awareness too. You have to be placed in different situations so you know why you don't want to be there. Experience is always going to be that best lesson, I promise you. Nah. It ain't supposed to. With that nothing breaking your heart or your mind. Yeah. Again, it boils back down to that faith. Look. But with this sacrifice and being in the reverse and then this void coming in after that, again, this person was not able to place you in the position that they wanted to place you in. I feel like it has a lot to do with because of your spirit, you know. With this guilt and truth on the bottom of this deck, it's like you ain't got no problem when you look yourself in the mirror. It's like these people forgot how real you was. Look, with this contamination in the reverse. I really feel like you used to involve yourself with people where you was nothing like these people. You did not fit. You didn't think like them. Your work ethic was not like them. The way that you felt about respect wasn't like them, like your morals, nothing. You tried to fit somewhere where you didn't belong. But again, kudos to you because you did not allow them to contaminate you. You did not allow this situation to shape or mold you in any way, shape, or form. You didn't allow it to change you. If anything, you grew from it. You learned from it. I told y'all already too, like with the way that these people operate with y'all or different people in y'all life, it's like your healing capabilities is on the next level. You don't operate like them. Therefore, the effects is not the same. It's almost like they have the reverse effect in the situation. Things that are supposed to hurt you, weaken you, it only makes you stronger. Things where they feel like they wanted to put you in a position where you're more so lost, it only gives you clarity. A lot of y'all, like it's something with y'all dreams. You have dreams. It's like your intuition is through the roof. You know what I mean? Again, you was growing around these people. I really feel like it's a situation where it was like you was beating a dead horse. Because you was growing, you wanted to bring certain people along with you. And it's like you realizing that they can't go. You realizing that they can't go because they don't want to go. You ain't letting nobody consume you neither. Because you're not adjusting to what it is that they want or what they feel or how they feel that things should go just so that you could keep them either. You letting them go. You letting them go. And with this Knight of Books energy again, it got these people heavy on their mind. Like, look how he thinking. But also look at the face behind him. He still got skeletons in his closet. It's like he's not trying to be honest. Somebody is just trying to come up with something. Trying to find a way in. Because with this 5 of Pentacles in the reverse, you no longer out in the cold. I feel like when you came across some of these people, you had less than what you had now. If that makes sense. And it's like not only did you have less, but it's almost like your comfort, like you the type of person where you can get comfortable anywhere. And what I mean by get comfortable anywhere, like I said, you don't have the victim mentality. So you can be placed in any situation and you're going to find a way to survive. It's like your mind goes into autopilot. It goes into survival mode. You gonna get up out that jam. Hey, so it's like, with this person knowing this, right? They try again, like I said, with the wounds. I really feel like it's something, it may have even been something that you've expressed, something that you was open about that may have happened, or something that you allowed, you know, a certain passiveness, like it's what I get, like when you was a child. It boils back down to like lack of consideration. Like you may have felt like, you know, it was certain times where you had the right information, you had the right idea, you knew what you was talking about. But maybe because of your age or because of different circumstances, it's like somebody wouldn't listen to you. Or they wouldn't hear you out. They felt like you wasn't knowledgeable enough or something like that. But it's like somebody is seeing that this is all, they had the complete wrong idea. Like I promise you, you ended up being like the strongest one out of the bunch. Like the smartest child, the most loving child. Like you make the most sound decisions. And it's like the best decisions is what I hear. But I feel the need to clarify that, because it's like not to even say that you always make great decisions, but when it boils down to it, like your thinking is better than your siblings. Damn. I don't know if that was an ancestor message or what, but baby, yo, like you different. You different. And I feel like that difference may have made you feel a certain type of way when you was a child, and you grew into it, but that's something that somebody tried to target you with, like that old opening. But it was like a not knowing that you healed. Not knowing that because you had to learn different coping mechanisms as a child, they can't fuck with you as an adult. You don't even care. It's certain things that the average person would be heartbroken about, where it's like you a duck in a pond. You don't care. You don't care how nobody show up. You don't care how they think about you. I heard some of y'all go out in jogging pants. I promise you. Everybody want to get dressed up, want to buy new outfits. You'll go out in jogging pants. I heard pajama pants too. Don't be out there that ratchet, y'all. But some of y'all, that's what I'm saying, don't care. And it's like, you was dealing with people that's not as confident as you. They felt like the way that they presented different things made them. It's almost like as long as they look a certain type of way, they ain't got to know nothing. They could just be a complete airhead. They ain't got to heal nothing. They ain't got to learn no lessons, no nothing. Just be completely dumb. But that's why I keep getting back to you, with you not only being fine, but you also being smart. It's like I can look at you and I can listen to you. I can let you talk and I can just listen to you like this. Because it's like, baby, most of the time you come across people that can't even have a conversation. They can't even have a basic conversation up to date. And these are people that are your age, which means that you're expecting that they done grew or they done had some type of experience just like you have. But now, again, it's like you have a certain type of spiritual awareness, and you're understanding now that not only are you just more mature than others, but your soul is more mature than others. Like it goes so much more deeper on why you're misunderstood. It goes so much more deeper on why you're hated on so much. Like, understand. It's getting more and more clear to you now, like what you actually dealing with. Yeah. Hey. Yeah, it's like you're no longer allowing the same access to you, to these same people. Because again, you realizing that you've grown and you're having to, I don't want to say lower yourself, but it's really like lower yourself to a certain degree in order to maneuver with these people. Because these people content with where they at. They cool with it. They cool with accepting the bare minimum. And you ain't cool with it. You ain't going for it. You feel like you ain't helping nobody else build their dream when you got dreams of your own. You ain't carrying nobody else's weight when you got weight of your own. You're not judging nobody else, and you're not so quickly to judge because you got things that you still working on yourself. It's like you're not causing harm to anybody. You're not doing anything to anybody. You're not trying to mislead anybody. You're not like, you're doing the complete opposite of what these other people doing. But that's why karma goes the way it does. That's why they stuck in their head now. That's why they questioning if they made the right decision the last time that they tried to play with you now. Because you standing on business. And again, it's like you looking a certain type of way without even trying. It's effortlessly. You regaining your stability. And it's like these same people that thought that you wouldn't have no stability now need your help. But they can't make the block because they don't want to be honest still about how they feel. They don't want to be honest about the different things that they did. They don't want to be honest about the different things that they said. A lot of y'all was surrounded by a lot of people that was backstabbing y'all. You actually found out that you had a lot of secret enemies that you thought was friends. You actually found out that you had people on your team that was clapping for you, but they really wasn't rooting for you. But see, the thing about you, you don't need no audience. What I tell you, you can do this with your eyes closed. You don't need nobody clapping for you. You don't need nobody rooting you on. You're going to do it. You're going to do it because you want to do it. I get with some of y'all, it's like you could be in the middle of the basketball court bouncing the ball, and if you don't want to play the game no more, goddammit, you're going to just walk off from it. You got other people that's going to feel a certain type of way because they know that the crowd is watching them. They'll never just, yeah. But if you don't feel no need in playing the game, then you're not going to play the game. Again, like I said, all the things that are wonderful about you, that people admire about you, be the same thing that makes them envious of you because they don't embody that same energy that you embody. They don't know how to get themselves about them jams like you. Two of Pentacles energy. That speaks of some juggling. Speaks of juggling. Multiple priorities. Somebody choosing not to make a decision. They thought that they was going to be able to keep up a facade, showing up a certain type of way to you. They never expected you to get the mental clarity that you have. I'm telling you, like I said, for a lot of y'all, the best way to explain it is like a light switch. It's like you sitting in a dark room, it's completely pitch black, and then somebody walked past and just flipped the switch and now the light on. And you got your ass up and came out the room. And when you came out the room, you start walking through the house. And when you start walking through the house, you start realizing how people was actually treating your shit. What you worked hard for. What you actually care about. What you're actually passionate about. How you feel. And you decided, no, you began to clean house. You start putting motherfuckers out. Y'all got to go. You did like Martin. What he say? You ain't got to go home, but you got to get up. Get the step. Hey. And that's what they wasn't expecting. That's what they wasn't expecting. They was used to just trampling on your carpets. They was used to creasing up your shoes. They was used to being able to act like you without you saying nothing. They ain't able to do that no more. And they stuck in their head about it. Because they now know that they should have made the decision. They should have made the decision when they still was in your good graces. Instead of going back and forth. So a lot of these people happen to have a heart-to-heart with themselves. But again, because of their lack of accountability, they still finding a certain type of way to try to blame you. That's that little opening. Like a way that you could have been a better friend. You could have been a better partner. You could have been a better parent. It's like anything not to accept the accountability that comes along with the situation or the position that they played. Because again, understand that these people was making moves with the intentions of you not being in the position that you in now. It seemed like these people almost thought that you didn't have no purpose. Come to find out they the ones without the purpose. You're the golden ticket. You actually mean something. You're the valuable piece. I'm going to drill that into y'all. I promise you, it's like you're needed. You're very much so needed. It's not a lot of hearts out there like yours. It's not a lot of people out there like you. It's not a lot of people that have morals like you. It's not a lot of people that have respect like you. It's not a lot of people that got drive like you. Most people gonna lay down. They gonna lay down as soon as it get hard. You ain't never laying down. You don't care how hard it get. What I say before, if you got to crawl through the mud on your stomach, baby, you gonna be there. Like, it's different. You're different. Your difference is needed. It's purposeful. You're welcome. You welcome, for real. Because I promise you, it be seeming like sometimes everybody with the good hearts, like, they get trampled on the most. I'm going to bring you back to the toughest battles being given to the strongest soldiers. They get trampled on the most. It seems like they have the most battles. They get the most lessons. But understand, like, y'all the alchemists, right? Y'all know how to take things, take the good, make it bad. And vice versa. You got some people that know how to take the good and make it bad. Or take the bad and make it good. You know what I meant. You able to transmute energy on a different level. Therefore, you're able to give it on a different level. Super special. You do these things so effortlessly that people are attracted to you. They want to know how to do it. And see, the thing is, you've actually healed. You actually paid attention to where you came from. You actually know how to love, if that makes sense. It has a lot to do with your ability to love. And therefore, it's the way that you communicate. It's the way that you show up. It's the way that you learn. It's the passion that you embody. So when you try to teach people certain things, or people get next to you and they see certain things about you and they're not able to embody that energy just how you do it, like it look fake when they do it. It feel fake. It feel rehearsed. It feel like something you done heard. You know how when a person regurgitating information from, like, to you, things that they learned from somewhere else and they repeating it to you like it's theirs. It's like you don't embody that. Hey, I heard Boosie, what he say, coming 6 straight from the heart every time. It's like you embody something different. And because you embody something different, that same thing that they loved about you, when they can't get it, they can't embody it, they can't act it out, they can't fake it, then they'll feel a certain type of way about you, almost like you think you too good because you are exactly what they want to be. It's like a role model. You're the depiction of it. And even if you feel like you're not in that position right now, understand what I'm saying to you. The way that you show up for battle, no matter the obstacles, which means I don't care about any addictions. I don't care about any habits. I don't care about no living situations. I don't care about how many kids you got. None of that. It's the way you take care of them kids. It's the way you make do with what you got. It's the way you maneuver. Again, getting yourself about them jams. That's what makes you different. You're not too prideful to get the lesson. You got some people that's so prideful they ain't even gonna get the lesson. Therefore, they don't even have the proper information to give somebody or the wisdom to lead somebody if ever they come across anybody else, that may need their help because they in a position that they once was in. How did you get yourself out of this? How did you do this? You know what I mean? It's like damn, I really can't even, understand your position. Understand why you're so useful. Understand why you're so needed. So it's a need, too, that you begin to speak up more about the different situations that you done been in, the different positions that you be in. Like, this is what you're doing. This is what you're doing. Actually. Because with you no longer allowing the same thing, you no longer accepting the same things, it's like you changing everything around you. Because the same old narrative, like it don't fit, it no longer fits. You're not cool with it. Therefore, you're not doing it. You're not engaging in it. I don't know if y'all noticed that. Like how much things have changed. Look, with the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse, the work that you was deciding to put in, what you were deciding to invest into, the different things that you cared about. I feel like you used to care a lot more about not hurting people's feelings. You don't care that much about that no more as long as it's real. You feel like they got to take it just like you had to take it. You ain't big on sugarcoating. You don't like the fakeness. Tell me how you feel so I can address it accordingly. Like for real. Yes, Charles, I do. I do. But it might be a different position than what you feel. But yes, sir, I absolutely have faith. Yep. I ain't never in hell. I wouldn't have been able to get this far. That's what I'm telling you, though, too. Understand your faith. And understand why your faith makes you the shiny object in the room. That's just like obsession. You know what I mean? Because it's like, it's weird. It's weird. I don't even want to say weird because it's like you have people where they start off with not so bad intentions for you. Like they start off viewing you as a friend. They start off viewing you as a loved one, Not necessarily the alcohol, not allowing somebody to see your worth. It's somebody else's value. If it makes sense to you, it's kind of like how his scale of worth is. You know how when you go to the doctor, they had a smiley faces from 0 to 10, ask you about your pain? It's like that. Like I always tell y'all that a person can only give you what they have. If he has different things that he's tying himself to, which are not beneficial for him, then he's clearly working on understanding his worth. Which means that if you don't have these same type of issues, then he's never going to be able to acknowledge you the way that you expect him to because y'all in two different positions. Which means now that you need to make a decision. Either you choose to stay there and work with that and hope that one day it will be realized, or you choose to separate yourself because you don't have time. You've already dedicated enough to this situation in which it did not grow. That beating a dead horse that we were speaking on. So yeah, I just say the mere fact that a person even put you in a position to wonder these type of things to let you know more so the position that they play in your life. And again, with the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse, it's going to speak of somebody going back and forth with a situation where they're working more hard than what they have to work. They're making things harder for themselves. It speaks of making bad investments. Again, a lot of hard work with no reward. So it be all about choices. And with this guilt and truth in the reverse, it's like this person is not being honest with themselves. It's like it's wild. Again, whether masculine or feminine energy, you're dealing with a narcissistic person who refuses to take accountability. It's like they played in your face, and you would not let them corrupt you. And because you didn't let them corrupt you, they still feel like it's a certain level of blame that you have to take within this situation. It's like they feel like it's a certain level of accountability. Like I'm telling you. And again, that's dealing with a narcissist. Get it understood. It's never them. It's never them. It's always you. They always gonna try to find a way to look chaos. They always gonna try to find a way to try to bring some BS around. Bring some type of chaos. Have some type of problem. And I feel like with a lot of y'all dealt with this person enough. You dealt with them on different levels where you even tested yourself. Like this person had a pattern. They had a pattern. For real, for real. Like when I was dealing with my ex, right? It had got to a point with him where anytime we got ready to do something where we should have, like we was cool. Let's say we was going to go to the movies or go out to eat, something like that. Anytime it would get ready to be time to go, he would make it seem like he had an attitude or something. Like he just developed a problem out of somewhere. Or he would want to argue or something out of nowhere. Like it's like a kind of try to ruin the mood before the mood even began. So it's like, that's how I noticed too. Like, you know what I mean? You got something else going on. I used to always say different things. Like, wherever it was that you got that energy from, like you could take it back there. Because that didn't come from me. That came from wherever it was that you just was at. Or whatever it is that you got going on outside of me. Because I'm not even presenting you with that energy. And it's like, for real. Like, you can tell when dealing with people where they come from. Like, they real motives, different things like that. And it's like, for a lot of y'all, these people seen the value in you was why they wanted to keep you around. But ultimately, they really was jealous of you. They really did not want to deal with you like that. That's something that you have to come to grips with. And I feel like it's another thing that you need to realize is why people handle you like this. Like you the shit. Top tier. What they say, cut from a different cloth. They don't even make them like you no more. Like, understand your positioning. That's what I be trying to make y'all tap into. Like, yeah, you got the haters. Yeah, you got them. But understand why you got them. Like, and don't feel wrong for popping your shit every now and again. You deserve that. You deserve that. For real. It ain't even about bragging. It ain't about nothing extra. No, nothing like that. You deserve that congratulations. You deserve them props. You deserve that pat on the back. You did that work. I ain't gonna say stop being so humble, but stop being so humble. Put that shit in their face more directly. Up to date. Because you know they hating. You know they feel a certain type of way. Simply about you being you. But who else can be you better than you is the thing. Shit, I think a lot of y'all should have some type of little contest or something like that. Get all them fake motherfuckers in a row and see if who can imitate you the best. Because they really admire you. I'm trying to tell you that. They really admire you. And it's like at every angle. This is people that you coming across, like new people that you meet, because I get a work setting. But then I also get some relationship stuff. I get a feminine energy where she feels a certain type of way with trying to dominate her masculine because her mama was super masculine because she may have raised her children by herself or something like that. You know what I mean? So she tries to dominate a man who's actually a man. And he ain't going for it. And then I get a masculine energy that did not heal his mother wounds as far as the issues that he had with his mother growing up. And therefore, that's the type of implantation that he tries to press into these women that he come across, different women that he get. It's almost like he feels like women they don't have morals. They don't have respect. They're not respectable. They have a position to be in. You know? So again, with this Eight of Torches energy, though, this speaks of something happening quickly. Something happening quickly. It might be some type of messages coming in fast. Somebody might be trying to go somewhere, like come to your house or show up somewhere. Somebody moving fast, though. What is this Eight of Torches? You got Ace of Books in the reverse. So somebody not thinking clearly. I feel like this person is still trying to play, again, like I said, a game with you that you already, you're done with it. It's like they playing by themselves ultimately, because you no longer care about this situation. They lack some type of mental clarity or something like that. It's like the things are no longer accessible to this person. It's something, because it's a book with chains on it or something. Some type of knowledge, I'm telling you, that's blocked off from this person. And it might have something to do with their bloodline. When like it comes to their family and different things like that with this Four of Books energy. Yeah, something that somebody was studying or something like that. Something that somebody was studying. And I'm going to go ahead and let y'all know right now, because y'all know this could get a little kooky sometimes, and that's exactly what it's about to do. So if that is not your vibe, then don't let it be your vibe, you know. This would be your time to exit, right? All right. So with that being said, somebody more so tried to run to their ancestors, right? And tried to access some type of sacred knowledge or something like that, that they thought that they had. This person may have been doing a whole lot of studying or whatnot, but they're not able to retain the information. They're not able to learn what it is that they're seeking out to learn, because again, it's certain things that was cut off to them. It's like this person already had very little access, but because of the decisions that they made, again, you're a valuable piece. You were the wrong one to play with. This person could have played with anybody. Anybody. Hey, what R. Kelly say, out of every woman in the world, you have to go mess with Mr. Big's girl. Stop playing with me. For the masculine, you gonna be Mr. Big. For the feminine, you gonna be his girl. Somebody feel like out of everybody in the world, you was the one to bring them their karma. You was the one to throw them for a loop. You the one they can't figure out. But again, like I said, the type of information that you hold, the type of wisdom that you got, the type of walk to your stride, baby, it ain't shit you gonna get up out of no book. It ain't nothing you gonna get from no spell. It ain't shit they can go to their ancestors about. They got nothing to do with you, because, baby, you got ancestors too, and your ancestors don't play about you. Just like you got rank, they got rank. Again, we speaking on where you come from. You doing this without no book. You doing this without creating no chaos. You doing this without trying to contaminate people. Without opening no wounds, creating no voids. That's another reason why they feel the certain type of way that they feel. I'm telling you, they can't step like you. They can't step like you. At least not as effortlessly as you do. They got to work real, real hard on it. And baby, you stepping in your sleep. You wake up on go. Your drive is different. Your understanding is different. Your charisma, everything about you. And it's just, it's It's where you come from. I kid you not, it's where you come from. With this Six of Books, you know how it be like real cliche when everybody be talking, especially when it be spiritual, and they be like all that coming from royalty and all the rest of that. Like, nah, baby, you real life come from royalty. You realize not like you're not the average gem. I heard blood diamond. I promise you, like, you're different. You different. You have a purpose. You know they say it's only a certain percentage, baby. Welcome. You're included in on that percentage. That's why you're protected the way you protected. Can't nobody create no voids, no chaos, or no contamination on things that you already healed. You already found acceptance with different things. You already know that you're special. You already know that people gonna be fake with you. It's like it just, I don't know. Because to a certain degree, it's like y'all almost be being a smart ass too. It's like for some of y'all just engage yourself in these different type of games with playing with people just for the sake of having something to do, like not being alone. It's like you walk around with your good heart, your pure heart, and you try to give benefit of the doubt to people. Like give them room to grow. That's another thing about you. You would give people room to grow. You would give them, allow them to a certain degree to step into their position. And it's like instead of them stepping into position, they want your position. It's like wanting your shoes and not even being able to feel their own fucking shoes. Like why are they even concerned with what you got going on? How you stepping? In which you the type of person where you, again, you gonna get your bag, but you gonna make sure your home front straight. Like if these people had showed up in their authentic nature, they would have been absolutely taken care of. It would have been all love. It wouldn't have been no confusion. You would have been able to do what you needed to do to grow, to bring everybody around you. This Ten of Pentacles, create this generational wealth because you embody this energy. You didn't need none of this other contamination, chaos. That's why you don't got no guilt when you look in the mirror and you be honest with yourself because you know that you did everything in the upright. It's like people feeling a certain type of way because you chose not to take shortcuts and they don't have that drive like you. Like they ain't got them work ethics. They want to try to get it done as quickly as possible. And with you, if you don't feel it, you don't feel it. What was that Cadillac Records? Ella, what was her name? That Beyonce played. And remember, she was like, it's just something I can't do if I'm not in the mood, and I'm not in the mood. It's like that's how you presenting it. You ain't being fake. You don't do things just because other people want you to. And with this Six of Books energy, it's like you have access to different things because of that. You're protected on different levels because of that. That actually takes you places. Again, it's a lot of things that you know without knowing. Like you don't have to get nothing from no book to learn how to be a decent human. Yes, you know God. Yes, you love God. Yes, you pray. But you ain't got to be no Bible thumper. You ain't doing none of that. Because you already know how your people ride for you. You know God, hey, I ain't got to go too far into that because I already said it, with that blessed and highly favored. You already know that you taken care of on different levels. And you know that even when things might seem like it's a little stressful, that you're always taken care of. You will never lose faith. You don't lose faith. Therefore, you don't resort to shortcuts. You don't resort to the backstabbing. You don't resort to trying to overpower people. You don't resort to showing up as a wolf in sheep's clothing. The people, I really feel like for a lot of y'all, it's too fake for you to, it's too hard for you to be fake. I was gonna mess that up. Too fake to be hard. Look. And even with some of y'all, it's like that too. Like you really gentle. You're really a love bug. You don't try to present yourself like, oh, you ain't got no emotions. You just all hawked up and stuff like that. You actually don't mind expressing how you feel. It's like, understand, like I said to y'all before, a lot of your weaknesses are actually your gifts. You just viewed them as weaknesses because people told you that they was weaknesses. Society said it was a weakness. Society said that men couldn't cry. Bullshit. Men has emotions. Men feel too. Men go through things too. They're not supposed to just be tough because they're masculine energy. They have feminine energy too. They have emotions, like I said. I don't want no man that ain't willing to cry. Baby, I need to know that you can feel. Can you feel? I don't need you to be bottling up your feelings. You don't know how to express how you feel, and now I'm wondering why this going on, why you responding like this, and hell no. No. So for real. It be hard. It be hard to do that faking. It be hard to do that faking. And I feel like at the same time that this person was making a decision, you was making a decision as well. Because with this Knight of Pentacles in the reverse, it's like you cut off access. It was some type of energy source that you no longer gave to this person. You no longer gave to somebody. I really feel like it was access to you. It was them being able to call you with different issues. It was them being able to present you with different things. Like them being able to apply pressure in specific areas. Because with this 9 of Torches in the upright, you decided to defend yourself against this person. You learned your lessons. And I ain't even going to say this person because these are people. These are people taking action towards you. A whole group of people. Again, I don't be trying to make y'all arrogant or nothing like that, but I need you to understand the value in you. Understand the value that you hold. Understand your position. Understand why these people feel the need to come for you. I'll do you one better. Understand why it has to be people. Did you ever question yourself for that? You got to double check the motive of everybody who comes across you. That means that you have to hold some type of power. You have to be some type of valuable piece. Ain't nobody just going to be, doing all this with something that don't mean nothing. I keep on telling y'all that. I keep telling y'all that. And for a lot of y'all had some people that felt a certain type of way, but they wasn't going to say nothing until they got somebody else to gang up with them. You got a lot of other people that got the way that they feel based off of somebody else. These people ain't even had no real interactions with you. They really ain't had no business mentioning your name, bringing you up. They didn't have no business with nothing. You had somebody else, a bunch of people that was fighting a battle for somebody else. You got people that felt a certain type of way about you due to what somebody else said. The action somebody else took. And again, I have a lot to do with, I feel like it has a lot to do with you deciding to cut this source off. You low-key found out that you was the plug. You was the plug. And with this page of beakers, right? I keep on telling you, this studying. You hold something that people look for. You got the type of strength that they feel you ain't getting it out of no book. He's studying hard. And then you got this 7 of beakers energy. We know that's based on dreams and fairy tales, some illusions. Somebody felt like they could get into a book or they could, man. Look, 9 of books. Like, stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. See what it is, y'all? The way that you built, right? And that's what I mean when I say that you special. The way you built your shit so Trump type that you made it look real easy. You made going through the different obstacles that you had to go through easy. You made the different pressures that people had to apply to you, like was choosing to apply to you. You made it look easy to endure, right? And the way that you made it look easy was because you effortlessly went through it. You had people doing things and trying things and saying things, not only to, but around you, where it's like they would not have been able to withstand that heat. They wouldn't have been able to dish it. And for a lot of y'all went through things and you more so ignored it. You act like you didn't even see it. What they couldn't even stomach, you act like you didn't even see it. And because you act like you didn't see it, it made these people try harder. Like it's almost like a wanting your attention. They like dying for attention. Anything to get attention. And it's like you not with it. You not with it. And they ain't never gonna find it in no book. They not gonna find, like it's not no line dance that you doing. You don't sit here in this Seven of Beakers energy and try to make up no illusions. You actually get out there and put foot to concrete. You make it happen. It's like you really had somebody that was gunning for you, I promise you. In all jealousy. Like all feeling a certain type of way. Just because you're actually successful. And what I mean by successful is like you have a heart. You have the good ideas. You have the drive. You have the commute. Like you have the access. Like you're very anointed. And they trying to find it in a book. Like wrecking themselves. Driving themselves crazy. And like I said to y'all before, the main thing that led you here was simply your faith. Your ability to believe in yourself. Your knowing that you're not going to allow yourself to fail. Your knowing that it's sink or swim. It's like you're not doing nothing special. You just doing what you're supposed to do. Doing what you guided to do. And it's like people don't like that. And that's strange. Because I feel like these are people where you would have, like you were rooting for them. You was rooting for them. You know how they always say, especially when dealing with spiritual things, that like you have different moments like this right before your big breakthrough and different things like that. These people needed to expose to you who they was so that you were able to move them out of your space. They were going to become a problem. And I feel like you began to notice that. You began to realize that. Again, you established different boundaries. And for a lot of y'all, as soon as you decided to stand up for yourself, these people turned on you. They no longer wanted you around or no longer felt like you was a valuable piece. They actually felt like you were threatening. Very, very fearful of what you had the potential to grow to be because they already knew what you had with you. It's like you have certain people that was around you that didn't want you to wake up. Their survival was banking on you not waking up, you not realizing who you are. That way they could keep all this fake bullshit up and get these little bits and pieces from you and then take them and reenact them and act like they something that they not. Be mindful of who you teaching. Because you got some people that's just what, like, man, again, like I said, with that regurgitated information. You're going to have some people that deal with you just off of what you know, so they know how to respond next. They know what to present next, different things like that. You would know these people because they ain't never going to give you your flowers. They not going to give you your flowers. For some of y'all done had conversations with these people where they done took your ideas, made them theirs, went to the next people, and then when you around them in a group setting, they bring something up again. Like, oh, remember when you had said this, and that, woo, 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 and you be like, what? Like, you know, you just hear it, but it's like you told them that. You gave them that idea. You gave them that clarity. Like, and it's like, again, they just take it and run with it. Like they came up with it on their own. A lot of people be banking on you not showing yourself so that they can embody your energy. Understand that. And just like I told you, this is in a family setting. This is a group setting. This is a relationship. However it is that it goes. You know, when people try their hardest to keep you around certain people or certain groups, especially when you got family, and it be like you with somebody, but they try to keep their family away from you and different things like that. It's like, yeah, you can almost bank on the fact that this person is not who they present to you, or the narrative of you that they present to other people is completely different too. Because as soon as you come around or you bump into somebody, you talk to somebody, you have a conversation, you realize that things ain't what other people was making it seem via these people. And I feel like that has a lot to do with you not caring too. You don't care what they told nobody. You don't care what they told their family. You don't care what they told their friends. You don't care what they told somebody that was your so-called friend. Because if they really was your friend, they wouldn't have been able to tell them nothing about you. When I say you stepping so tough, and you stepping by yourself. These people got to team up against you, and they still can't do nothing with you. It's like it's a dream. They was living in an illusion. They was caught in their own mind. These are people that were so focused on trying to take shortcuts and find a way to not do the work that they didn't even realize that you was working the whole time. And then it's like now they realize in the same time that they invested into taking these shortcuts, they could have been healing, and they actually would probably be closer to where you at. Because I ain't going to say they'll be where you at, but they'll be something closer. They wouldn't find themselves back at the beginning and having to rethink something, reapproach that something. Now feeling like they got to do all this studying like this. Y'all got to know that because y'all spiritual, for a lot of these people was coming at you in a spiritual manner. You got different people that done made you feel a certain type of way about what you believe, right? Like, for instance, how you have people that claim that they into the church and different things like that. They accuse you of doing witchcraft because you went to tarot or you went to herbs, whatever it is that you went to, and then come to find out they the main motherfuckers with the negative energy. They the main motherfuckers sending demons out. They the ones doing spell work. They the ones doing all this BS. But they try to present you to other people like you're doing something wrong, so other people get the concept that you doing something wrong. And all along, they the motherfuckers in the background actually doing what they're accusing you of doing. That's via with this fake shit. Via this evil eye stuff. Via them trying to hold on to you and grow off of you. They didn't want to invest anything. They wanted you to do all the research. You do all the knowledge. You put the work in, and they reap the benefit. They fumbled the bag. And because they wasn't paying attention and trying to learn nothing, they ain't even got the information that they need in order to move forward from the position that they in. They still stuck. This person, these people are in the same position that they was in when you met them. That's exactly how you leave them. Same thing like dealing with karma. What goes around comes around. How they started, they didn't do no work. They didn't get no work out. That's how it ends for them. And what I mean by how it ends, these same ass people gonna be on this same ass stuff, doing with these same ass attitudes, like all of this. And you are growing. You are progressing. You on to your next venture. You got 1,000 hustles, baby. You can make it any type of way. They ain't got that. They don't even know how to think of a way to get themselves up out of different situations that they find themselves placed in because of the decision making that they doing. And just like I said, you got some of these people who came for a lot of y'all. And again, like I said with the spookism, I don't care, y'all. For a lot of y'all legit came in contact with some witches and some warlocks that was doing all type of spell work on you. They was trying to get your ass up out of here and embody your energy. And your ancestors said, no, your people ain't let that happen to you because you're valuable. You hold some type of value. You actually have a fucking purpose here. You're supposed to be here. These people that's refusing to grow, refusing to get about their own way, they ain't got no real purpose. That's why they getting their asses handed to them for playing with you the way that they decided to play with you. And they feel a certain type of way about still seeing you flourish. Still seeing you transform. Still seeing you grow. Still seeing you win. It's like these people don't understand that they was playing for the wrong side of the team yet. It ain't no way that you was doing no dark magic. It ain't no way you was doing no spell work. It ain't no way you was out here whoring. It ain't no way you was making faulty investments if you winning the way you winning. And what I mean by winning is you're always taken care of. You're always fronted away. Things seem to always work for you. Again, if you find yourself in a position and you feel a certain type of way about the position you in, you do not take the victim mentality. You access another door. And for a lot of y'all, I feel like all you do is pray. And things happen. These people done built up so much damn debt on themselves because of them trying to juggle multiple priorities. Like you had somebody that was acting spiritual but still doing spell work. Acting like they understand the laws of karma but still doing spell work. It's like they didn't get, you know what I mean? Like none of the universal laws, no nothing. It's like somebody felt like they was going to be able to make their own rules when it came to you. And it's like, no. No. That's what I mean when I say you put it in this person's face. Like they could not conquer you. No matter what they tried, who they got, what they looked into. Like they couldn't conquer you. They couldn't get you. You wouldn't like nobody they had ever came across before. That's why that sacrifice came out in the reverse first thing. They could not sacrifice you. That's already been done before. That can't happen again. Understand your position. I just need y'all to understand y'all positions. Front row, them toughest soldiers. You being given these battles for a reason. You're a role model. You're going to set the pace. You leading the next story. Understand your position. Understand why they can't fuck with you. Understand why they want you so bad. You done heard this before. You heard it before. Who are you? Why you so protected? Why you here now? Understand the fucking war. As said in the comments. Understand. Like you not like them. You ain't like them. You nothing like them. You've even tried to be like them. You tried to fit in. You tried that normal shit. You tried that human shit. It never worked for you. It never worked. The humans never accepted you. It's because you're not a fucking human. Surprise. Tap into your shit. Tap into what makes you you. Ain't like you at all. Nothing like you. Couldn't possibly be. If they was anything like you, then they wouldn't feel no certain type of way about you, because they know how to get themselves about them jams, just like they know how to you get yourself up. Like, they wouldn't even need you. But they need you so bad. So bad that they wish that they could unzip you and step inside your body and be you. Like, you've heard this before. I keep saying that to y'all. Know this story. Stop playing with yourself. Yeah, the world is real old, but see, it's like times have changed. So you are very valuable with setting the pace to the new tone. It's like the things that goes on, the way, the tone that you set, you know what I mean? It's like it's gonna go on for a while. Like you setting a pace, again, a role model. A very valuable piece. Like, we need to know your story. The different positions that you was placed in where you didn't have no help, but you figured out a way to get up out that jam. It's people that could use that. It's people that need that. It's people that need to hear you. It's people that need to see you. It's people that got their backs against the wall in positions that you was once in, that you gained the wisdom in, where they don't know how to get they get their wisdom from you. They'll know how to get their back up against that wall as soon as you decide to speak up, as soon as you decide to step into your position. But then it also be a using your discernment so you know where to direct your energy, because you got some people where they're going to try to take advantage of you because you're the most valuable piece. They hoping that you don't realize how valuable you is. That way, they could just do whatever it is they gonna do. But they can't do it with your newfound awareness. With that switch being flipped on, remember how we said that sitting in the dark room? Somebody came past and flipped that switch on for you. They can't do shit with you no more. You can see everything. And you ain't scared. So you will get on your knees and look underneath that bed, baby. You will open that closet door up. You will flip that mattress. You ain't scared. But you got to understand that that's why a lot of people avoid you too. A lot of people going to avoid you because you're so truthful. You're not going to let them tell you anything. You're not going to let them just aimlessly guide you any kind of way. It's not that easy for you. Because as soon as they say some goofy shit to you, your mind be picking it apart. Like, wait a minute, that don't even make no sense. Wait a minute. If you don't even seem, you know what I mean? How you deal with people and they try to give you advice and it's like, baby, you don't even make the best decisions for yourself. So I definitely know not to take your advice. Like, we don't even think nothing alike. Like, for real. Yes, that's why you choose who to see. Like, for real. You have to dictate who you allow in your space. And then it's like, I ain't even gonna lie to you, because it's like you minimize your group, but then you minimize it even more, because the higher that you go, the shinier you get. And the shinier you get, the more in awe certain people be with you. You got some people that's with you right now that still ain't gonna be with you when it get to the end, and you feel like you already done stripped everything down. You done got rid of all the fakes. You ain't even paying no attention to the motherfuckers that you still got around you that's gonna turn. What I tell you, my cousin said, it's lonely at the top. Everybody can't breathe up there. It's some people that cannot go. You got motherfuckers with you right now that's still faking their growth to this day. They ain't grew on nothing. They just know how to make it look a certain type of way. They know how to dress it up and consider it to be real. You got to be able to point out the fakes, I promise you. Use your discernment, like for real. Use your discernment. You got it for a reason. You got your position for a reason. Like, ain't no need in being scared or nothing, because I know sometimes things can be intimidating, but I feel the need to remind you that if he done had you thus far and ain't never let you fall, baby, you ain't falling. You got it. You done had training wheels before. You know that patience is the key, so take your time and do your shit. It's that simple. It's that simple. You got the drive, like you got the ideas. You have everything that it is that you need in order to start going in the proper direction that it is that you're trying to go. And yes, I'm speaking to you as far as your spiritual journey. You don't even need no tools. All you need is yourself and patience with yourself. When I talk to you about you being the shiny object, yeah, baby, that's your spirit. It ain't got shit to do with the clothes that you put on. It ain't got nothing to do with nothing that a person can see about you. It has everything to do with you, what you embody, your energy, your heart. I keep on going back to that heart. Your heart is going to be everything. Your heart is going to dictate whether you get access to your higher chakras. If you got things going on within that heart, you ain't getting up there. You ain't getting up there. Because when you get up there, you ain't going to do nothing but wreak havoc. You ain't going to do nothing but have chaos because of the void. It's certain healings that comes along with this growth. So understand that your switch was only flipped on because of the healing that you've done. Because of your growth. Congratulations. Like for real. Because a lot of people chose not to grow. And now that you done got yourself out of that room, you able to look back through the doorway and see how things are, like, if they stagnant, they stuck. It's motherfuckers that's trapped in here. Some people don't even see this though. You got some people that still don't realize the light switch was even flipped on because it wasn't flipped on for them. It was flipped on for you. It's like it be a lot that comes along with the spiritual walk, because it boils back down to the basis of different things like free will. It's like you have your awareness, but just because you have your awareness don't mean that anybody else around you, a lot of people around you, are not going to be as aware as you. Therefore, when you talking to them, the way that you moving around them, different things like that, it's like it's foreign to them. They don't understand. They can't comprehend. They never thought about it that way because they don't feel that way. Again, you're special. You're very special. And you're very protected. And there's a lot of things that was sacrificed last time that ain't getting sacrificed this time. You've already given enough. And when you gave, you already seen with what they did with what you gave. Ain't no way in hell you giving more than that. You feel like you already done gave your all to a situation, person, place, or thing, certain group of people. For some of y'all, it's a job. You done put your years in. You done dedicated your time. You done showed what you could do. You're done proving yourself to anything or anybody. Either they see the value or they don't. You ain't making them see shit no more. You ain't making them care no more. It's like some of y'all ain't even showing up, like y'all not dealing with these people. Not talking to these people. You realize that they had the same time just like you had. And you see what they did with their time and what you did with yours. And you don't feel no certain type of way about it because y'all had the same amount of time. They should have made better decisions. Again, that's that free will. You accepting it to be what it is. It just is what it is. You ain't making nothing. And you got people that stuck so much in their head. I promise you, with the 7 of Cups energy, the 7 of Beakers energy, they waking up and you're gone. It's like these people stuck. And not to mention, I feel a lot to tell y'all, you know, with that Lion Gates energy and different things like that, like these different transitions that's been going on and different things like that. It's like y'all been setting the pace. Setting the pace for different things. Setting the pace like for this growth. It's like a tying up loose ends, if that makes sense to you. Clearing out the clutter. Reorganizing, reprioritizing. It's like you just getting yourself in position. I really can't explain it. And it's like you getting yourself in position is making other people realize how far off task that they are. How far off task that they was. How far off task that they been. Not only with themselves, but also with you. Because you had people watching you and judging you off of your decision making. Like, they felt like you weren't making the best decisions. But what these people now is realizing is that they was too far in your shit. They was trying to dictate your story. You had your stuff under wraps. And when you felt like you did not have it under wraps, you had the faith that you was going to regain the control of the situation or whatever it was. Again, like I said, you ain't never fold. And they was so focused on watching you that they forgot that they was on a journey all of their own. It ain't now until they look up and they see where you at and they see where they at that they realize that they messed up. They really messed up. Because for a lot of y'all, the access that people had to y'all, it's like they ain't got it no more. They ain't got it no more. And for some of y'all like, you know, it's a charge. You ain't even giving nothing for free. Where you once was helping this person, you now treating this person like it's a business transaction. Like you're not, you ain't dealing with that person like that no more. They not your friend. I feel like because you have a tender heart, because you understand your position, you would never turn anybody down who comes to you for help. But it's certain things that you ain't with. You ain't with at all. And with this Queen of Pentacles, this regaining this stability, because with this Knight of Beakers, whatever doorway that you walk through or whatever it is that you done access with your moving forward, with this Ace of Torches, this action that you took, it's like how can I explain it? Y'all aware of like what a return to sender is? So a return to sender is when a person try to send you negative energy, when you return it to sender, it goes back to them, right? You have somebody who's now in a position where it's almost like they rotting away. It's something like with the way this person looks, the way they smell. It's like they look scruffy. They look old, or you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It's like this person, they not like who they think they are. They not who they think they are for real. I don't have the power. I know that's right. All day. All day. With the corruption in the reverse, right? Ain't none of that going on. Ain't none of that going on. But y'all done dealt with a lot of different people who tried to take advantage. Like, it's weird to touch bait. Matter of fact, I'm going to stop trying to hide the spookism, right? Y'all dealt with a lot of people who more so seemed like these people couldn't, and it is what it is. I'm sorry, look. These people couldn't fuck with your business, right? They couldn't do nothing with you. Now, when I say do nothing with you, because even if you guys are not into spirituality as deep as you may think or feel or be aware of this lifetime, it's still certain places where y'all come from where y'all family had rank. Like, you know what you did. You don't know what your great-great-grandmama did or different things like that. It's like your family has a certain type of anointing that come with them. Y'all chose the light side, right? Therefore, you have access to your higher chakras. You have access to different money-making ability. You have access to different things. Like, you can touch anything and make it grow. Like, you got the juice. And it's effortlessly. Back against the wall or not, like, it don't matter. Like, you gonna show up. And you have, again, people who come from other places, is what we're gonna say. They chose a side. And they side wasn't the same side that you chose. Because of the side that they chose, they have to be at battle with you. Their main goal is to try to put your light out. And it's not even necessarily put your light out. What these people really be wanting, they want to get you, they want to contaminate you, and they want you to begin to act like them. Because these people feel like it's almost like a wanting to lower your rank, if that makes sense. They want to lower your rank because they need access to your power. But the only way that they're going to have access to your power is if they lower your rank, because you're too powerful. Your rank is too high. So, because your rank is so high, these people can't come for you just all out in the open. Which means that if you see a roach coming up, you going to take your damn shoe and you going to swat it. You going to get them up out of there. So these people decided to try to come at you different ways via act like they're your friend, act like they're there to help, act like they're there to learn. Do different things like get you to engage with them so that you would feel comfortable, so that you would give. It's like they never had any intentions on giving to you. Not that they couldn't give to you, they didn't have shit to give to you. You were the valuable piece. That's why when you separated yourself from these people, they going through it the way that they going through it, because they don't have access to the same wisdom. They don't have access to the same guidance. They don't have the same knowledge, like you're no longer there. They have different positions that they was put in where you would help them out of it, and you ain't there no more, therefore they can't get the help. But they still being placed in the same position because they still making the same dumbass decisions. And these people thought that they was going to be able to walk themselves up on some type of witchery or whatnot because you got all this shit on the internet now. Again, understanding that you were different, but you never knew what made you different. You ain't never know the power that you hold. You ain't know what you have access to. You didn't know. You was completely unaware of it. But see now, these people, when you choose that darker side, it's a certain type of way that you got to show up, right? It's a lot of harder work that has to go into it, because as soon as you get one thing done, it's like you have to continuously do the BS in order to get things to happen for you. So it's like these people came in on a mission. They thought that they was easily going to be able to conquer you. They know that your light was foreign. They had never seen a light like yours before, but that's even more why they wanted to embody it, why they wanted to take it, why they felt like they needed it. It was rare. They didn't know who they was dealing with. They didn't know that you actually embody all that energy, all this shit that these people is going to these books to get, or trying to do all this heavy studying, this crash course and trying to move quickly. It's like like I don't even know how to explain it. Like for instance, some of y'all make y'all own teas, y'all make y'all own spiritual baths. You don't do no research on the herbs and different things like that before you do it. You're kind of just guided. You just know what herbs to use. You just know what to do. It's like you're guided. Even with crystals, like you have crystals. You just get the crystals because you're attracted to the crystals. It ain't even, you're not going and writing down no list. Oh, I need this crystal for this or this. Hell, you go to the crystal store, and if you're attracted to the crystal, you get the crystal. It's like you don't have to work as hard. You're guided differently. I feel the need, like you've done a lot of the work. I promise you. You've done a lot of the work. And if you feel like things not necessarily coming through for you just yet, all you have to do is just be patient. Because what's going on right now is your ancestors is clearing out that debris from all that shit that they just knocked down from getting all that fake stuff about your space. A lot of y'all done lost a lot of friends lately. A lot of y'all done lost a lot of relationships. Like it's been a whole lot of breakups. A whole lot of separations. Friends, relationships, family, jobs. I'm going to always throw them jobs in there because there's a lot of y'all that's tired of helping, like I said, build somebody else's dream when you got dreams of your own. You just no longer into it. And these things are working for you. They're going to work for you. Again, you got to be patient. You got to learn your stride. But these people are seeing you gain momentum. And what I mean by people, like I said to you before, them other people that done chose the opposite. You chose the light. You chose to be patient because you understood that when you invest properly, it has longevity. It comes with a certain level of stability. It comes with a certain level of wisdom. When you cheat, you don't even know the information that you putting down. You just want to pass. You really ultimately didn't learn shit. That's the difference in you and the people that you're dealing with. You learn from the lessons, therefore, you know not to go back into certain places, certain cycles, deal with other people. They ain't learned yet. You got some people where when you separated yourself from them, they went back to the same old people that they told you that they wasn't dealing with. They went back vibing with the same groups that they told you they didn't have no involvement with. The people that they morals didn't match. The people that didn't have no self-respect, no nothing like that. It's like for a lot of y'all, the main things that people was telling you that they did not do, you actually found out that that is exactly what they do. They're exactly the person that they was telling you that they hate, that they dislike, that they don't fool with. They embody all that energy. Like, for real. Because it's something about somebody trying to not present themselves as being promiscuous, not be no hoe, and they ended up being a whore. Yes, baby. All the accusing that somebody was doing about the cheating, all the rest of that, it, like they said, usually when somebody do that accusing, it be them. It ended up being them. Somebody ended up being everything that they told you that they dislike, everything that they told you they despise. They ended up being the complete opposite of who they presented to you. You came back into this world because you have some people that are placed here to give karma. You got some people that's been getting away with so much shit for so long, so many different lifetimes, that somebody like you had to be placed here because they knew that when you spoke what you needed to spoke, it wasn't going to be no more folding to it. It wasn't going to be no more wavering to it. When you laid them boundaries was going to be laid. Therefore, you're able to call judgment. You're able to call judgment. But again, like I said, you didn't get in the position that you in. It wasn't just given to you. You put work in to get to where you are. You done worked for a long time. You done worked for plenty of years before that switch was flipped on. But see, that switch got flipped on for you because you didn't mind working in the dark. You were still working. Fuck that light. Who needs a light? I still know how to move my hands. I still know how to move my feet. I still know how to think. I still got drive. I still got love. Again, that's going to be the difference in you, in them. You got some people that's like birds. When the lights go off, they be quiet. They go to sleep. They think it's time to go to sleep. So with that light off, they was sitting still. When they get a little bit of light, they do a little bit of work. But then they feel like in the dark, they ain't got to do no work because don't nobody see them. They ain't got no drive. They ain't got no go, no nothing like that. And here you is over here in this corner with your working ass. You bound to be the one who found the switch. Shit, you flipped the switch on for everybody. You cut the switch on and walked off the damn door. Ain't nobody even know it was no switch or no door. But you can't stop your legs. I heard somebody was walking around the room, wearing walls in the dark. What you say? You ain't never been in a room without no light switch. Ain't nobody else even thinking. You already know bullshit. It's something in here. Something. Hey, for real. For real. Definitely gonna remember you. Because they ain't never coming across another valuable piece like that. You don't get that over and over again. They can't go to the store and meet another you. You ain't at Walmart. They can't buy that. They could damn sure come across a lot of people who try to imitate it, though. That's all. What they gonna come across is people that's gonna be fake with them just like they was fake with you. So they gonna come across a lot of people who gonna be dressed up like you, imitating you. But then once they get their ass in the situation, they gonna realize that this is a wolf in sheep's clothing. I felt divine. I've been with divine. I know what that is. This ain't that. Like, for real. You are welcome, love. Absolutely stay strong. Absolutely stay strong. You worth it. You got a purpose. You ain't been protected thus far for nothing. Hey. Most valuable piece on the board, for real. For real. Love you too. Love you too. It's needed, though. It be needed to be reminded. You know what I mean? Because like I said, sometimes it get hard. Like, realistically speaking, it get hard. Because the way that them battles be coming and they come back to back to back to back like that, you be like, ain't no way in hell. Ain't no way in hell. Something strange. You know, we just had the new moon in Virgo. You know, we just had the new moon in Virgo. That's going to speak about the work that you've been putting in. We know that Virgo is the last. Virgo is the last sign in the zodiac. I'm going to try to break this down to you. It's not necessarily the last sign in the zodiac because it's Pisces, right? But Pisces and Virgo are like, they're total opposites. So they're on the same end of the same spectrum, just different poles. But see, after you got Virgo and Pisces, then you got Libra and you're going to have Aries. It's kind of like it go like this. You got Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo. And then you got Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius. Like, it lines up. It lines up. Via, if I could explain it like this, like how we had the new moon in Virgo, when the full moon comes, it's going to be in Pisces. It's like the opposites. So yeah, it's 12 signs, but you still could fold them in two partners. Therefore, you're going to have 6 pairs. Yeah, but Virgos are doer because they deal with the 6th house. They deal with like health and services, the way you work. Like, Virgos don't know nothing but to go hard. I could believe it. Because like I said, we just dealt with the Lionsgate last month too. You know, the Lionsgate is a major portal. The Lionsgate set the tone for a lot of, like, we've had a lot of different things going on. Not to mention, we had Mercury retrograde going on at the same time of the Lionsgate. Hey, that's their own fault. They should have valued it when they had it. Yeah, the power, it can be overwhelming, I'm telling you. It can be very overwhelming. Hey. Yep. But it's just more so your realization, like I said, of valuing yourself. I feel like a lot of people is realizing that if they don't choose themselves, you know, they just gonna be in the dark, or they just gonna be hidden. Like, thank you. And because it's time for these things to come out. Like, they can't be hid no more. The veil has been lifted. These people been getting away with doing all this shady stuff, being fake and all the rest of this for so long. Like, doing things like this to people of your caliber, if that makes sense. Harnessing this energy and different things like that. It's like, yeah, no. That's why I said, though, it's like you the walking plug. Like, you're walking karma. You the plug. Somebody, like, they could play with it if they want to. You sending shockwaves through everybody body. Anybody that ain't supposed to, they don't match up with your currents, you blowing their fuse boxes. everything out. And you have the authority to move like that is what I'm saying. Because your movement is not impure. It comes from a just place. You pure at heart. If you have one. You know if I'm speaking to you. Yeah, because anything that they tried to send to you that is bouncing off, like it has to go somewhere. They gonna catch all that shit. And my thing is, they better hope that they able to withstand it the way that you was able to withstand it. In which I highly doubt, because they did not do the work. You did the work to be able to stand the way that you stand. They ain't did shit. They was trying to think of how they could make things happen off of your work, off of your go, off of your drive. And now you done separated yourself completely, so it's like they can't even figure out a way. It's like they don't have access. Again, like I said, first card out, sacrifice in the reverse. They not able to sacrifice you. They can't get shit from you, not even a thought, not even a care. And some of y'all, the most caring people ever, the most loving people that they ever met. And you cut off access. You cut off access. And because you cut that access off, they feeling it. Like I said, that judgment. That judgment. They being judged for all the shit that they did leading up to now. Like, and that's why I be trying to tell y'all, with a lot of y'all, the paths that y'all on, y'all breaking generational curses right now. Which means that the karma, the different things that these people have coming to them via these sicknesses, via these different other karmic contracts, via these deaths. Like, it's a lot of stuff that people got coming to them because of not only decisions that they made this lifetime, but also past lifetimes. Like, you're like the Green Reaper. You coming and making motherfuckers pay. Respect it or check it. Like, and you ain't taking no shorts. You ain't taking no loss. With all humility in the world, if that's even a word. You ain't playing no games. And you're not being unjust. You're still being very pure at heart. You're just handling things accordingly. Very head over heart. You're removing the emotion. Because in the past, these emotions is what got you fucked up. The emotions, the caring too much, the trying to show up too much, all of that is what got you in a position of getting your light switch flipped. Understand me? So it kind of was necessary in order for you have to endure the beating that you had to endure. But again, like I tell you, baby, understand who you are. They done took your ass out before. They got rid of you other lifetimes. This lifetime, you came back to set the record straight. It's different now. Your path is different now. The way you walk is different. Your movements is different. They got rid of you before, so you ain't even motherfucking scared of dying this time. They can't do nothing with you. They can't invoke any fear on you. They can't get you to care. Fear is going to be the big one. They wanted you to fear, but you've already been through it. You have access to your Akashic records. You have access to your past lifetimes. You know what these motherfuckers did before. Which is why your boundaries is so hard right now. Which is why you're so untouchable right now. You're so unmovable right now. Again, like I said, a lot of y'all done won spiritual battles without ever even knowing that you was at warfare. A lot of y'all got past this spell work and different things that people was doing to you without even knowing that they was doing it. Like, for real. And now that you know, like you're aware, they couldn't do shit with you in your unaware state. What do they think they're going to do with you in your aware state? Understand why they so lost right now. Understand why they don't know what to do, why they feel so weak, why they so heavy in these books, why they trying to hurry up and catch up, trying to think, trying to access. Some of these people done so much of this dark spell work that they ain't even got access to their ancestors no more. Ain't nobody fucking with them. on the physical or the spiritual. And you backed blessings on blessings on blessings. You got more ancestors working with you that you ain't even known of. They ain't got that. They can't come up with these ideas. A lot of them ain't even got access to their intuition no more. If they did have gifts, they ain't got shit no more. Nothing. All they got is these books. That's why they're trying to double down in these books. But that shit in them books is old. That shit old. They can't even do nothing with that no more. They stuck in that same ass shit, in that same old ass paradigm that they been stuck in, because you done moved on. You done elevated. Baby, you right in the next fucking story. And when you get done publishing that shit, you gonna throw it out there and let them read it again then too, because you still gonna be on to your next one. They can never catch up with you. Ever again. Because just like I said, you got access to your past lifetimes. In this lifetime, you're going to be a lit motherfucker in your next lifetime. Because you're going to have access to this lifetime. They'll never be able to touch you. You're going to forever be untouchable, forever blessed, forever protected, forever guided. Like you straight. I don't know how to be any more clear with you with that. Like you broke that shit. You got them up off of your family line. That 10 of Pentacles. That 10 of Pentacles is yours. That's why you was placed here. Because you was the toughest soldier. We can't send no weak motherfuckers down there that ain't gonna know how to do this battle. Because then that's gonna have our whole bloodline looking weak. That's going to mess up our lineage. That's going to fuck up our rank. They sent you because you a motherfucking beast. You done been a beast. What 50 say, get rich or die trying? And it ain't even no get rich on no regular mundane money type shit. You know what your getting rich is. They can't do nothing with you. They can't do nothing with you. Ain't never been able to do nothing with you. You just kept them around in the name of love in past lifetimes, and you really done scrapped their ass this lifetime. Because you became aware of past lifetimes. So I'm going to keep on walking you in that circle until you get it. These people ain't never been no more than who the fuck they show up as to you. That's who they always been to you. You ignored them red flags at first, but you made the block. And when you got the second chance to look, you remove what you no longer wanted. You called a spade a spade. You actually start being honest with yourself is what it took. You start being more honest with yourself. Where before you was doing a lot of sugarcoating. An awful lot of sugarcoating. And you ain't with it no more. Hey, for real. Finally stung his ass with your tail and paralyzed him. Paralyzed him. But the thing is, see, God got a sense of humor. You paralyze them. These motherfuckers ain't even dead, but all they can do is just lay there and watch. Watch you continue to win. Watch you continue to be protected. Watch you continue to be blessed. But see, the thing is, they ain't even gonna have time to watch you no more, because when I say that karma eating their ass up so bad that they got other things that they need to focus on. These people got health problems. These health problems, like, just watch. People gonna start getting sick. You're gonna have a lot of people falling sick around you, especially when you got these people that have been out here promoting this whole activities. It's gonna be so like a flare up with them STDs. So well, you got a lot of people that been hiding their real self, and what's gonna happen is they gonna get exposed by force because they already was given the choice to expose themselves. They was given the choice to be real. Be honest. You see the world that we live in, they accept any damn thing. Just be honest. It shouldn't be hard to be yourself up to date because it's so free. And they still couldn't find themselves to be honest. So now they being forced out there. Now they being put on Front Street. It's like, stop playing. Stop playing, for real. Because that's just like I told you. You have authority. You got authority, I'm telling you. These people done got rid of you in past lifetimes. You got authority. You done been through all of that. Been there, done that. You done changed the scenario now. And they surprised. Hell, I feel like a lot of y'all surprised y'all self. Even you're surprised. Like, what the? I didn't even know I could do that. Like, for real. And it's wild because what you realize, and it's all you have to do is remove yourself. Like I said, you ain't got to do no motherfucking spell work. You ain't got to do no cursing. You ain't got to do no weird shit to nobody to call judgment. All you have to do is separate yourself. As soon as you remove your energy from people, that's when the butt naked truth get laid on the table. That's when shit start getting exposed. That's when things are no longer able to be hidden. But until then, a person is able to take your energy and reflect it back to you. And because it's your energy, you know it's nice. You like it. You're actually engaged in it. But that's the facade. They're able to fake that shit with you. When you separate yourself, you see that these motherfuckers really ain't growing. They ain't grown at all. They ain't got no interest in growing. They're not even trying. The person that they is when they're around me, as long as they're around me, that's as far as that person exists. As soon as they no longer around me, they somebody completely different. And it's like, nah. For a lot of y'all the same person. You show up the same way in dream world like you show up in this world. You show up in spirit world the exact same way that you show up in the 3D. Like it ain't nothing fake about you. All the way down to a soul level. Understand why you got the position that you got. You done been through the trenches and you still came out with your heart. That shit is unheard of. It's unheard of. It's like, let's say you got a contract and your contract is to endure hell. And still keep your heart, still come out with the ability to love, still come out with the ability to understand, the ability to compromise, the ability to communicate. You know, like it's a lot of little basic stuff. It's things that, again, like I said, you can't pick up and touch it. It's things that's going to have to be in you. That's going to have to be implanted in you. It's going to have to come from your fucking toenails. You built like that. You know how many people stuck at whatever position it was that they was hurt in, they ain't been able to grow past that at all. It holds them back every day. And here your little light and love ass is come along and you getting baseball thrown at you. You walking in a hailstorm. I like that better. Walking in a hailstorm. And when I say hail balls dropping the size of golf balls. And motherfuckers is wondering how. It's like you showed up to work and they like, how did you see it outside? You know how dangerous that is? Oh my God, like how did you get here? And you like, shit, I walk. You walk? I walk. And you made it on time. What they say, you might not come when you want them, but what? And you made it on time. They ain't built like you, baby. They would have been called out for less. And you showing up effortlessly. Understand why you need it. Understand why you need it by both teams, because that's the only difference. Somebody basically just tried to get you and get you to convert teams. They tried to get you and get you to convert teams, because you're going to have power whether you on either side of the fence. You got rank, baby. Can't nothing fuck with you. Via, you got proof. They did death spells on you. They sent negative energies towards you. Some of y'all, they had shit in y'all house, had shit in y'all dreams. And you still ain't fold. You still ain't scared. You still show up. Still? Man. Like I ain't playing. I'm not playing with y'all. I ain't playing with y'all at all. Like for real. Y'all just gotta stop playing with y'all self too. I think y'all starting to realize though. A lot of y'all actually, you starting to realize. You know. You ain't doing all that questioning. It ain't as much confusion. You letting go of that narrative that somebody else told you that you need to be investing in something else more than yourself. You stop sticking with that blood is sticking in water, or you know what I mean? Like yeah. When it comes to that family. It's something with like more of a walking on faith too, with like a quitting the job. Like a quitting the job, knowing that, okay, I'm only going to be able to pay my bills for X amount of time. Or hell, some of y'all done quit a job with nothing in the savings. But you know you ain't happy there. And you know that if your piece is thrown off, then everything else is thrown off. And you know that your piece is your priority. You know that God ain't never let you down thus far. He'll never let you fall. So you walk on faith. And that shit actually works for you. You're actually taken care of. Real chosen vibes. Like, understand why they don't like your ass. How? How? Like, man, y'all better stop playing with me. Y'all better stop playing with me. Like, for real. Straight star. I don't know your personality, but I heard twinkle, twinkle, bitch. Hey, straight star. I promise you. You welcome. You welcome. I'm welcome. You was chosen for this. You here at this time because everybody knew that you could withstand this battle. Everybody knew that. Everybody knew that you was going to be able to withstand it, and you was going to be able to withstand it in a certain type of way that the generations after you would be able to follow that and be able to be successful with it. Understand your position. Start writing shit down more. Writing things down, journaling. Little simple things to help you remember, especially when it comes to your dreams, different things like that. A lot of y'all got like real like, fucking I ain't biting my tongue, like real like prophet vibes. Like it's something to the people that I speak to, like that I connect with when I get on here, that I feel. It's something with y'all. Like y'all stop playing, stop sleeping on yourself, and stop allowing motherfuckers to sleep on you too. I don't know. I feel like that's going to be the main objective, for real. Stop sleeping on yourself and stop allowing others to sleep on you. You ain't shit to be slept on. You set the tone. You breaking shit, getting shit, releasing the baggage off of your bloodline. Now set the tone for them too. And make sure that you set it nicely. Build some shit that if you got to bring your ass back here later on, you able to benefit off of that. Understand like what you doing. It's your turn. It's your time. I don't give a fuck if y'all write a little book that stays within your family and get passed down for generations. You might be amazed. You might have to again revisit that book one day. That's why I'm telling y'all, you need to write. You setting the tone. You erasing a lot of shit. But you still filling in them pages. You still filling in them pathways. Like you still got more to do. You still got more to do. Even with what you done been through. You still got more to do, baby. But again, like I said, you have a different sight. You have a different strength. You have a different stride. You still built for the mission. Still the number one pick, the people choice. Still. Like, step into your position for real. Step into your position. Thank y'all. Y'all are best. Step into y'all positions, though, for real, I promise you. And don't feel no certain type of way about these lessons. Understand why you getting these lessons. Why you have to endure what you have to endure. Understand, like I said, baby, I'm going to remind you again, you hold rank on both sides of the fence. The mere fact that you're able to hold rank on that one side and you still choose to show up the way that you, like, you taken care of. Like, you taken care of. It's love. It's straight love. Straight love, for real. Always release them with love. That's going to be for you. That's going to be for you. You can't walk around with that baggage either. That gets carried into future lifetimes as well. Because please believe me, if you got something that you're supposed to do and you don't, it's going to get done. It's going to get done. It's like school. You know how they tell you, earth is school? Let your ass get in that class and don't pass them lessons. We're going to have you right back in this motherfucker next year. You going to sit in there. I don't give a damn if you 24 years old. You going to be in that seat until you get what you're supposed to get from it. And you're going to have to prove that you got what you were supposed to get from it too. You ain't going to be able to just play, act like you got some shit and then just get passed along. No, baby, you're going to show and prove that you built like you fucking say you built. Or you ain't going to say that shit. Because people like you that's actually able to call judgment on the motherfucker, you going to make a person pay for it every time. You going to make them eat their words every time. You going to make them sit with them actions every time. And like I said, I'm going to remind you that you ain't even got to do shit to them. All you got to do is remove yourself. And let them live with them last actions. Let them live with them last words. Let them live with them motives. And let them see you flourish. While at the same time they stuck with that same old shit, knowing what they had and what they no longer have access to. You gotta eat their ass up in the inside. I promise you. Y'all got people from y'all past that's like dying slowly. Like deteriorating. I already said that. You got motherfuckers looking way older than what they is. Like just stressed out, anxiety. They'll try to present themselves like it's all good. But that intuition, you know some shit don't feel right regardless of what they say. You know a person can make their mouth say anything. But you ain't allowing a motherfucker to talk to you and tell you anything, though, you know. That's their own fault. No, look, see, it ain't even a fact that you won't let them grow. Because you will call judgment on the situation, but you don't necessarily dictate the results that they get. They dictate the results that they get because of the different things that they was implying on other people. They have to endure what they was putting out. And see, the thing is this, though. They have to endure it without being equipped with the same thing that you was equipped with because you're built a certain type of way. They built a different way. So they came around playing in a playing field that they actually had no fucking clue on how to maneuver with, fucking with things that they had no business messing with. And all you had to do was just separate yourself. Like I said, it's like you playing basketball and you just walked off from that motherfucker and let the ball bounce. You thought we was playing for fun. Come to find out, a motherfucker think they playing for everything you own. But like I said, baby, you got the authority, you got the rank, you ain't got to play for shit. Ain't nothing that you own up for grabs. It's been yours. It ain't never been up for grabs. The mere fact that a motherfucker even want to play with you like that is why you walked away and let them play with themselves. Because they stuck right there. You can maneuver wherever the fuck you want to. I already said you done did the healing work. You could be the most devilish of the fucking demons or the most angelest of the angels if you want to. All they got to do is fuck with it. And you're protected by God himself because your heart is pure. You've done the work already. I already told you they already done got your ass up out of here before. You done sacrificed yourself before. And what Uncle Elroy say, that's the motherfucking thanks I get. Yeah. You putting it in their face more this time. You ain't just laying down. You ain't letting shit happen no more. You done tried it at every end of the zodiac. You tried self. You tried self. You tried possessions. You tried communication. You tried the home. You tried the creativity. You tried the health and service. You tried the partners and relationships. You tried the death and regeneration. You tried the mental exploration. You tried the careers. You tried the friendships and the unions, the whole family shit. And now you trying your self-exploration, your self-undoing. You put some shit together and you realize that you didn't like it, and now you simply taking it apart to put some new shit together that hopefully you'll like. And you know how to survive anything. So guess what? The next shit that you put up, if you don't like it, guess what's going to happen? You'll be back to take that shit down again. They ain't never seen nothing like you before. Ain't never seen nothing like you before. But that's why you got your position. You're not somebody that when you speak, you're just speaking off of inexperience. You just pulling stuff out your ass. You just speaking from what you read in a book. No, baby. I keep saying it ain't no book. You talking from pure experience. You talking from pure intuition, pure thought, pure guidance. Like, it's different. It's different. It ain't no getting no book and showing no motherfucker where you got this from. It's like you got shit that you don't even know how you know it. You just know it and you know it's right. So you go with it and it works. Like, man. I'm so like, just step into position, y'all. For real. Step into position. That's all. For real. The sauciest of sauce. I promise you. Yeah. I feel like what it is you was investing your energy in other places too. And what I mean by other places, like people, places, things, the situation, and with your realization of what's going on, your new awareness, you're beginning to get your energy back. And what you getting your energy back is boosting your gifts even more. It's boosting your intuition even more. It's boosting your confidence even more. It's like you doing what they say when they say calling your energy back. It's like you getting your shit back. For real. You are welcome, love. You are welcome. And you are absolutely right, Mohammed. So what you know in that, don't let nobody else write your story. They ain't gonna tell it the same way. They ain't gonna tell it the same way. It's not gonna have the same meaning. It's not gonna have the same passion, because you be placed in different situations and positions where a person could be right next to you and they would never know how certain shit made you feel. They'll never know how your mind went into survival mode like that. Why your mind went into survival mode like that. Like, it's a lot of shit that people will never know, because it's all internally. Like I said, you ain't getting this shit from no book. You ain't making it up. No, nothing like that. You ain't even trying to dress it up. A lot of this, like I said, is new to you. But because you know what to do, that's what's letting you know that you've already done it before. Oh, this some shit I already learned before. And I feel like with you coming to that realization, it makes it even more easier for you to let it go too. So you can just approach your next task. It's like you checking shit off real fast. Real fast. Thank you. For real. Right. Look, we love you too. For real. You better. You got to know that these people only secretly love you. They hide it from you because they don't want you to get cocky. But see, it's weird because it's like, again, like I said, you putting it in their face without even intentionally putting it in their face. You putting it in their face just by you being them. You got to understand that these people will put it in your face intentionally just because they feel like if they able to come across something that you don't know or something like that, like they able to one-up you. So the same motherfuckers that you trying to be humble with can't wait to one-up you. But the thing is, you got to catch up first. They ain't even in the same fucking field. So as soon as they come in with shit like, oh, this, and that, it's like I already knew that. I already tried that. No, try this. That didn't work. Try this. And motherfuckers like that, you know what I mean? You ain't say you, yeah, because you real humble with your shit. You ain't got to tell a person every time something going on, every time. You not one of them people. You one of them people where you approach the problem first. You out for the solution. We can talk about it later, baby. Right now, I got work to do. And you show up and show out every time. We can talk about it later. But understand why I say your position as a role model. They need your guidance, like they need your help. You are needed. Very valuable, very, very valuable. Not just to them little group of people, because the same way you had that little group of people that chose to fuck you over, you will have a whole nother group of people that will cherish you. And it ain't even like you need no appraisal or nothing like that, but you have people that are willing to give you the same love, you know what I mean, that you give them. That's why the whole thing was being able to go through this journey and deal with all these fucked up people, to make sure that you're able to value the real people when you come across the real people. You wouldn't even know certain motherfuckers if certain things wouldn't weed out. So if the fake was good at pretending and persuading you to believe that they was the real, then when you came across the real, you wouldn't even notice the real, because all that shit blended in together. But see, because your intuition is the way it is, can't nobody pull shit over on you. You able to call a spade again. Call the dice before it stop rolling. You don't need nobody to help you with that. Like, you real confident in yourself, and you know when a motherfucker don't feel right. You know when somebody on something. You know when they got motives other than what they saying. You know when they feel different than what they saying. It's a whole lot of stuff that people ain't got to tell you no more. You're no longer questioning yourself. Like I said, you setting the boundaries. You said when you gave other motherfuckers the pen to write your story, they wasn't doing right. Come to find out, you got to looking at shit motherfuckers was just scribbling in your book. Playing around in your book, folding your pages and shit. So you took the pen. You do your own illustrating. You do your own story writing. You started to realize that if you leave it up to the next motherfucker to rate your value, they wasn't going to rate it right. They don't even know you like that. They amazed by the little miscellaneous shit you done did. It's like, you could really wow a motherfucker socks off. They really don't know your capabilities. They really don't even know the power that you possess. Y'all still learning the power that you possess. Y'all still figuring out. A lot of y'all just figuring out, your purpose. Exactly who you are. Where you stand in the grand scheme of things. Shit, a lot of y'all is starting to understand, but you still questioning because it's so big. You ain't never imagined that you was as big of a deal as you is. You didn't know that you meant so much. Like, for real. Like, for, yeah. Yeah, Arcane, yes. I said that. And it ain't just the average diamond in the dirt, though. It's a blood diamond. They got that. It's a blood diamond. Like one of the most valuable diamonds in the world. You got people that you're going to come across that's going to be like-minded like you, but you will never have anybody that's like you. You will come across other gems, but it don't take from the fact like that you're a fucking gem. You're like y'all just got to understand. I'm telling you, it's going to take, we gonna go through this a little bit because I'm going to get that shit in y'all head. Like, we going to drill it, baby. You going to know your value. If you don't, then shit, you just ain't gonna be on the edge. As long as we in here, you tapped in with me, you gonna know your value. I ain't never gonna let you forget that shit. Cause you ain't have it for no reason. You ain't have it for no reason. For real. Definitely put it in your head. In your head, on your mind, on your soul, baby. What I say coming from the toenails, that shit is in you. That ain't nothing nobody can go and buy. There ain't nothing nobody can get out no book. For real. Say thank you. For real. Like, I promise you, like, you hold rank. You hold rank. And yes, it makes you a target. It make you a target. But that's all right, too. Because like I said, they can't do nothing with you. They can't do nothing with you at all. Just keep on meditating, y'all. Keep on tapping in, for real. And Spirit will reveal things to you. I promise you. Like, just tap in with yourself. Make sure you ground. Make sure you keep your energy cleansed. Make sure you keep on eliminating shit that need to be eliminated. Like, make sure you keep with your boundaries. Stand firm with your boundaries. Don't waver. You know what I mean? You say red. Hey, for real. Hey, you welcome. You welcome. And you see the way I keep rubbing my lips? I usually chew some gum. Because when I get up here and I get to talking to y'all, I promise you, like, our conversations just be so deep. Before I know it, I look up, I done been up here running my damn mouth for 2 hours. For real. I love you too. Look, I done got down to, what is it, Thursday? I'm going to come on again tomorrow and again Saturday. And I'm going to do some pre-recorded videos too. I try to get on here by 12 noon. Yeah, hey, it's just to tap y'all on the shoulder. Just to tap y'all on the shoulder, I promise. And nice to meet you too. And yes, absolutely. 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 Look, y'all helped me realize I had a tribe. The only thing is, see, because we so spread out all over the tribe, all over the world. They ain't fucking with us. They ain't fucking with us at all. Let me get your weird. Yeah. But no. Love and light to you as well, love. Yes. It's a lot. It's and because understand, like, it's a lot of responsibility that comes along with your position, but you're built for it. I keep on reminding you that you built for it. You got a lot of special shit to you, a whole lot of tricks, a whole lot of combinations. You know what I mean? It's just like a video game. You just got to know what button to push in order to bring that shit up. And that's what you figuring out. You figuring out all the amazing things that you can do. And I'm just asking you to document them along the way. You setting the pace. You setting the tone. Like, for real. For real. Thank you. I love you too. For real. It be all love. I promise you it be all love. It be all love. And I feel like a big part of the lesson too is learning to be to other people who you wish people were to you, if that makes sense. You know how when you're a child and you go through something, or when you're a child and you feel alone or whatnot, it be like a be to that child. You know what I mean? The type of person that you wish that you would have had. Like, and I feel like I more so just touched on it on the child basis, because that's a lot of what we're doing with the healing. We're healing our inner child. We're healing things that we had to go through when we really didn't have a voice. And now that we got a voice, we're readdressing. Like, for real. Uh-oh. I don't even know why I'm still playing these cards. Y'all so silly. Y'all so silly. I don't know, angel messages. Baby, you was not alone at all. I swear, I just was saying that when I was talking to my mama the other day. I'm like, look, when I get on the internet, it helped me connect with people who's like me, if it makes sense. Because I already done told you, with this road that we travel, this path, it gets lonely. It gets lonely because it's actually less of you. It's more of them. It's less of you, but because it's more of them, which is why they feel like they can overpower you. But because it's less of you and you still able to present yourself the way, that's why they can't fuck with you at the same time too. But it don't stop them from trying. You know what I mean? Type thing. So I'm like, I get on and I come into connection with people all around the world that feel just like I feel. You know what I mean? It only seems like you alone because it's so much distance. But understand that we have the distance between us because we're needed in all fucking places. We have to cover this board. We got a mission, baby. But they fucked up with giving us the internet because it actually helped us connect. It help us awaken. It help us aliven. And we actually gain strength when we fuck with each other, when we vibe with each other, when we connect. They can't do nothing with us. Understand that they can't do shit with us individually, so you know they can't fuck with us on a group level. Like, that's something they can't do nothing with that. But that's why, you know what I mean, they keep the space the way that they keep it. But also understand that Because we have the ability to judge, we passing through the places that we are in and we're tapping shoulders. If people choose to awaken, cool. If they choose not to, cool too. We not applying no pressure or nothing like that. It's just as long as, what I like to say is, you can make whatever decision that you want to as long as you can live with it. If you can live with it, run that shit. If you feel like you questioning, you don't know it's gonna weigh hard on you, weigh your heart down, don't do that shit. Don't create that karma for yourself. Don't do that. Like, for real. Aw, you welcome, love. You welcome. For real. For real, for real. Yes, she is. I love Erykah Badu. And I love Erykah Badu because she show up as herself no matter what. Like, she have her moments where it be like she just be raw. Like, I was watching her on the Breakfast Club one time, and she was like, I can't remember how it was, but I think Charlamagne asked her if she be threatening her baby daddy with child support or something like that. And she like, yeah, should I get him? Hell yeah. But do I ever put him on child support? No. But she said she'd get mad, cuss his ass off, tell him she gonna put him on child. I'm like, man, that is the most ratchetest, funniest shit ever. Like, dude is still, like, she's still a regular person. But that's why I always tell people too, like, spirituality don't look no certain type of way. That's another thing that people have you fucked up on, because they feel like because you look the way you look that you don't know what you know. And it's like you actually hold rank. You're actually an authority figure. They actually can't fuck with you on no level, regardless of what you look like, regardless of how you deliver the message, regardless of your skin color. Like, none of that shit matters. Did you get the message? And it's like you have people that get caught up on that shit. Like, they convince themselves that they so different, but then they still do the regular shit. They just mask it. Like, you're just like everybody else. You got a small way of thinking with a big ass vocabulary. You make it look good. But to the trained eye, baby, I feel, I see, I know you're full of shit. Next contestant. It's like, that's how you doing, motherfuckers. And they moving on to whatever type of, karma that they coming in contact with, however. Because with a lot of this shit, people will have access to different things in different ways out of certain situations if they would just accept accountability. It's like you're here in order for the justice to seek judgment, but that's the main one. Like, you come to people and you give them a chance to show up in their authentic form before you actually judge them. If they be real, you don't even judge them like that. Like, you don't just write them off. You don't just take away your energy. You don't just leave them for dead. But you come across more people that think that they can sacrifice you versus accept accountability. And that's when their asses get handed to them. Because you one of his chosen. Like, you'll never be sacrificed. That'll never work. No matter how hard they try. You hold rank. You're a valuable fucking piece. These people done seen you regenerate over and over and over again in front of them. You don't die. Like, for real. Like, they fucked up. They fucked up. And that's the realization that they're coming to. Oh, I fucked up. Oh, I fucked up. That's what they realizing. Because they tried it with the wrong one. Regardless of what story narrative it is that they chose to follow, they was always told that the way that things present themselves again won't be like the second time. So they misunderstood. They misjudged. They missed it. They missed it. And it's like it is what it is. They got to live with that. Just understand that you got some motherfuckers that made it all the way to the 12th grade and flunked out. Now they got to take their ass all the way back to the first because it's somewhere in between where you didn't learn that lesson. That's how life is. They made it all the way to adulthood. Just thinking that because they aged, got a year older, their vessel got older, that they was growing. Ultimately, you was dealing with a lot of children that was trapped in adult bodies. But they get the chance to go back and be children again and try it again. So, again, you setting the tone. You're the role model. You're the role model. For real. Hey, it's wild. I promise you, it is wild. It's wild for real. For real, for real. But it's like it's all love. I promise you. It's all love. Look, y'all, my phone finna die though. That's why I had paused. I had to stop it. I just wanted to finish getting the rest of that off for y'all. I'm finna charge my phone up and then I'm gonna sit down and do some more reading. Some actually full readings. Cause look, we stopped somewhere in the reading and we just started talking. It feel like a dream. Look, hey, cause you done did this before. You've already done it before. You've already been through it. I'm just tapping on the shoulder. And you got to know shit. You connect with different people. Like, I even go so far as to say a lot of us still came from the same lineage. It's like this is our fucking group. We came from the same lineage. We know each other. We've been vibing off of each other. We've been feeding each other. I told you, with all that mixing and mingling of them different tribes, though, motherfuckers got lost. And then you had some people that paired up with the enemy, and the enemy had been watching so closely that they knew how to properly impersonate or embody the energy of other tribes, like without actually being it. In which they'll come in, they'll get somebody of high rank and they'll siphon that energy. And therefore you gotta man, just, they ain't fucking with us though. Oh, you welcome, love. Absolutely. Soul Tribe all day. All day. I love you too, love. For real. We all at home. You know how it be like to go through shit and then to know that you different, therefore it's so much stuff that you just can't say to the people, especially for the sake of not wanting to feel crazy or a person judging you or thinking you, like, you know what I mean? That shit really take confidence to be able to stand within your own power. And you also got to understand that it's like manipulation tactics of the enemy shit. That fear gonna be a big one. Aw. Look, bless you too, love. Yeah, I be chatting with y'all. Absolutely. Good night, good night, good night. Love you too, Muhammad. For real, for real. Look, I'm gonna get off of here too, y'all. I'm gonna tap in with y'all a little bit later. A little bit later, we gonna touch bases. I gotta put my phone on the charger. You too, you too. See y'all later.